Welcome to Bigfoot Research, the 25th of January, 2014. I'm still on my Recon mission, and I'm trying to follow the vocalizations. Okay, right where Susan spotted her Bigfoot walking down the road. Well, actually, walking down the creek. Of course, this is several years later, but it's worth looking over again. Now I'm breathing pretty hard because I'm about the 6,500 foot level and my home is about 1,200 feet. So there's quite a difference in altitude and the air is quite a bit thinner. Now each time I stop and look at a place, it's usually because I've heard something or something has caught my attention. Now this is probably elk scat, but I thought it was in an interesting place laying on top of the log. It is round, and it's a little bit big for elk, but it is not the soft serve ice cream type poo that I was finding the years before, but it is interesting. Just a short ways away from the scat, I found this arc of trees, and I noticed that there were other branches woven into the trees above, or basically blocking the path. Previously, when I'd run into a roadblock like this on the trail, I thought that it was basically a marker from the Bigfoot saying do not enter, this was their territory. But I actually now believe that there's an added purpose to it. It is to serve as a detection device. You basically have to pick your way through the roadblock. In doing so, you have to step on limbs and leaves and twigs and so forth, or break a branch to get through it. And that noise tells them exactly where you're at, and they know you're coming long before you ever get there. So of course I ignored the roadblock and carefully picked my way around it and got back on the trail, and a little way further I started running into caves, and I decided not to go up to the caves but try to zoom in on them to see if there was possibly something inside the cave looking out at me. I was hoping to maybe catch a face or something in the opening. Now these caves looked intriguing enough that I do believe I'll make them a priority for further investigation and monitoring in my upcoming expeditions. And I do believe that I will start up my first expedition in mid-February, which means I really have to get my act together and get my trailer ready and my equipment ready and get some funding together. We'll see what we can catch during that time, see if the activity has started up again. Now there is a good possibility that the Bigfoot in this area are still hunkered down in their remote caves or nearly inaccessible cliff dwellings that I have mentioned before. They may be coming out shortly. Now before I went back home, I stopped back by the campsite where I left out the cookies and the gingerbread. All the cookies were gone, the gingerbread was still there. Now this still could be my fox from before that swiped all of the Rice Krispie treats, or it could be something else, who knows.